This is Procurement Weekly, brought to you by GovPurchase.com, the nation's premier tool for federal, state, and local contracting. Procurement Weekly keeps you abreast of the latest upcoming contract opportunities, bids, pre-solicitations, RFIs, sources sought, online government events, bid updates, success stories, procurement interviews, and much more. And now, with this week's show, here's your host, Kim Harwell.
Welcome to Procurement Weekly. I'm your host, Kim Harwell. Procurement Weekly is about contracts now. Where is the money? Our goal is to help small businesses, and all businesses for that matter, survive and stay in business and even thrive during these times. Combined with our newsletter, Procurement Daily, on this show, we will bring you the hottest, latest, actual government prime contracting, subcontracting, teaming, and even some commercial business opportunities. The government is spending more money now than ever. And guess what? It's all online. So on this show, we will feature medical supply opportunities, cyber opportunities, small business IT and other small business opportunities, and then we'll end up with PPE opportunities. And at the end, we'll talk about success stories. Who's winning? Who are the agencies that are awarding the contracts? What are the dollar amounts? And then how can you get involved? And for those of you that are already involved, how can you do more? So sit back, relax, take notes, and let's get down to business. In our first segment, let's talk about medical supply opportunities. This is a very hot area right now because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So we know that many of you are in the supply chain already. And if you were not already in the supply chain, it may be difficult for you to actually get the supplies. But there's plenty of business out there for you. So if you're in the supply chain, this is for you. If you're just getting into the supply chain and you have a price sheet from somewhere, who knows? You could win. So let's look at some medical supply opportunities. All right, so in our first section, let's take a look at a few medical supply contracts. Here we go. So how about we take a look at this first one from the Department of Homeland Security, and it's a COVID-19 PPE and medical supplies contract. Now this one's interesting because actually you'll see it stays open until September 25th, excuse me. And so it's rolling. So that means you can view all of the information, see if you qualify or if this is anything that you sell, and all of the purchases on this contract are considered to be sole source action. So they're not necessarily doing comparative analysis like for price and that type of thing. They need this product, and every time they need something, they will put it out and you can respond to it. So this thing will be updated and updated as an IDIQ, indefinite date, indefinite quantity until it ends. So this is from FEMA, and this is something, if you're in the medical supply industry, that you definitely want to take a look at. And then let's see. So let's look at something here that's a little different. This is more of an announcement. So this is a sole source announcement that's coming up now. And so the deal is, though, the government, as most of you know, they provide sole source contracts, and that's what this is. And so the Fleet and Industrial Supply Center in San Diego intends to award a sole source contract to a company called Synthesis for medical supplies and implants and instruments. So just to show you that there are sole source contracts being awarded to single companies. Now, how do you win a sole source? You have a relationship with the agency in advance, which we'll talk about in a later segment in this show. And so that was medical supply contracts. Next, we'll look at cyber opportunities. Now, cyber is big during COVID-19. Why? Because many government workers are teleworking, and there are tremendous threats now to the security of government networks. And government employees are having problems with everything from accessing their VPN to, of course, security. So we have some of the latest cybersecurity opportunities available. And in many cases, these opportunities are set aside for small business. So let's get down to business. For our next section, let's just take a look at a little cyber. Let's just take a look at an event that's coming up that some of you may be interested in. So I'll just open the solicitation. And in this case, it's in the form of an announcement. And we'll just take a look here. See what we have. All right. So, electronic warfare and cyber, that's PMEW&C, is having their fiscal year 2021 strategic planning and guidance event. And so this will be May 28th, 2020 via WebEx. And here you can see all of the things that will be discussed and what they're looking for. So this is for all of you cyber companies. This is big, something you should definitely attend if you're in the cyber industry. Here's your contact person, and there's the website. Also, feel free to contact us at info@govpurchase.com. You can contact us regarding this if you'd like to see more cyber or for anything else procurement related. And this is our cyber section for today. I'd like to thank our sponsors, our great sponsors who've helped us launch this show and who helped us with our newsletter. The largest manufacturer of automotive electronic parts in the world, Bosch. The largest manufacturers of speakers in the world, Bose, who makes speakers for jets and tanks. The Department of Defense, particularly Washington Headquarters Services at the Pentagon. The Department of Justice, particularly the FBI and federal prison systems. The Association of Government Contractors, that's my organization. Vets Group, Joe Wynn. GovConnects, Vaughn Marino. The National Business League, Ken Harris. Weatherhaven, Page Global, James Page. And one of our best customers and sponsors, North Carolina State University. Rickman Enterprise Group, Rod Rickman. Army Property, Sherman Powell. Hutchison, the Run Flat Company. Dow Corning. Mid-Tier Advocacy Group, Tanya Saunders. The RFP Success Company. The Department of Veteran Affairs. And our two latest sponsors, Playbook Investors Network, PEN, and Choice Cyber. And I'd like to welcome our brand new and our latest sponsor, SAIC. Thank you, Rita Brooks. So to become a sponsor, or to subscribe to our daily newsletter, or if you have any success stories or topics you'd like us to feature, email us at info@govpurchase.com.
GovPurchase.com, the nation's premier tool for federal, state, and local contracting, proudly presents the new television show, Procurement Weekly. Procurement Weekly is all about contracts now. What contracts are available? Who do you contact? Who is winning these contracts? We spotlight the agencies and companies that are awarding these contracts, and we tell you who the contact person is who awarded that contract. Procurement Weekly, featuring success stories by telling you who the winners are. In these times, staying up to date is vitally important. And Procurement Weekly will keep you abreast of the latest upcoming contract opportunities. So now, be sure to watch this week's episode of Procurement Weekly with your host, Kim Harwell, this Sunday at 1 p.m. on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back. Now is a great time to be a small business. There are so many small business set-asides available. Small business, 8A, women-owned, veteran-owned, hub zone opportunities. So in this section, we will feature small business opportunities for IT, research, administration, engineering, and a few other categories. So let's get down to business. All right, next, let's take a look at some small business and MBE opportunities. Now, here's one from the Marine Corps.
And this one's actually pretty interesting. This is a pre-solicitation for networks, engineering, test, and cybersecurity services. But now here's the deal. Take a look. The period of performance is expected to begin 10 August 2020, and the services are needed at Camp Pendleton Marine Base. And this is a pre-solicitation, but keep an eye out because the solicitation will hit the streets soon. Katrina Wimmer is your contact person. And of course, you can always contact us at info@govpurchase.com. And on to the next. All right, so let's take a look at another opportunity here. How about this one from the Army? All right. And this is an 8A set aside. And this is a requirement to provide non-clinical case management services, which includes but is not limited to medical records administration supervisor and medical administration specialist to support individual medical readiness. And the RFI is due pretty soon. And Ramona Cradell is your contact person. And again, you can always contact us here at info@govpurchase.com.
And in this segment, we'll cover something that I know lots of you want to hear more about, and that's PPE, personal protection equipment. The government is still buying PPE hand over fist. They can't get enough of it. And of course, they're buying N95 masks from 3M and other companies, but they're also buying masks and gowns, gloves from small businesses worldwide and right here in the United States. And we're going to show you some of those opportunities. And at the end, we'll show you some of the winners. So let's get down to business.
So let's take a look at PPP opportunities. And really, I'd like to focus on one because this is a big one, and it's from the Department of Justice, Federal Prison Industry. So let's just take a look at it because they will be making multiple purchases in this emergency, and the purchases will be under $1 million. And so it's for all types of PPE, hand sanitizer, etc. And here are your contact people: Erica Norris, Kenneth Gould. And it's for but not limited to hand sanitizer, mask, gowns, glove, and other PPE items. So this is a pretty interesting one from Federal Prison Systems, or Unicorn, which happens to be one of our sponsors and longtime customers, by the way. And that concludes our PPE section, but we will, in our final section, look at PPP Awards and other awards and success stories.
In this section, let's take a look at some of the winners. Let's look at who's winning. See if we can understand some of the patterns. Let's see what agencies are buying. Let's look at the dollar amounts. Let's look at the set-asides. Let's look at a few success stories, and then we'll congratulate a few of those companies. And now think about it. These may be companies that some of you can sub with. So let's get down to business.
In our final segment, in the grand finale, we'll take a look at some success stories, some awards, and some winners. All right, here we go. So, first of all, let's take a look at some recent PPE contract awards. And as you can see, there's quite a bit. You have Homeland Security awarding a $960,000 contract to Redtail Logistics. And then we have a couple small business contracts here. This is for PPE uniform rental, Homeland Security, Model Laundry. Now let's focus on small business for a second. Let's make it fun. Let's see what the small businesses have been able to provide as far as PPE. And to make it even more fun, let's sort by total. All right, so we have an emergency PPE purchase from the Department of Interior to San Diego Allen for $101,000. And San Diego Allen is the at Golf Club Court in Sacramento, California. And in another one from Department of Justice from Safeware for $35,000. And Safeware is located in Sandston, Virginia. So congratulations, Safeware. And then let's look at one more. This is an emergency purchase from the Department of the Interior from Green Dream International. And they are located in Erie, Pennsylvania. All right, so now let's go back and let's do PPE one more time. But this time, let's open it up and see what everyone is up to. One more time. And now let's sort this by total. And here we go. FedEx has a $60 million contract, and they're shipping PPE worldwide. The Vinergy Group has a $332 million contract for N95 masks. And just for the record, the Vinergy Group is located in Fort Pierce, Florida. Congratulations to the Vinergy Group on that big award. Here's one for $48 million for gowns from Americare. And Americare is located in Norcross, Georgia. So congratulations to all of our PPE winners. Now let's take a look at some cybersecurity small business contract winners for this year. And how about we do, let's just do IT in general. And let's use NAICS code 541512. And let's just sort that by small business. And there you go. 541512. You have to have all 6 digits in the NAICS code. And here we go. Good stuff here. Team Green Zone. That's a joint venture, probably with a large prime. And it's for SEC enterprise-wide applications for the SEC. Team Green Zone is located in Arlington, Virginia. Congratulations, Team Green Zone. And that's for $103 million. And then here's another one, SEC, Savvy Consulting, for $16 million. For file support services for Edgar. And Savvy Consulting is located in Chantilly, Virginia. Lots of Virginia-based companies. All right, here's one, Solutions by Design, Department of Health and Human Services, the Health Insurance Oversight Systems Task Order, and that's for $106 million. And Solutions by Design is located in Vienna, Virginia. For the love of Pete, can we find someone that isn't in Virginia? How about Maryland, even? NetCentric. It's for the State Department, Service Transition Support. Let's just see where they're located. Wall, New Jersey. Congratulations to NetCentric. All right, so that was some cyber. Now, how about we take a look at some medical supply winners? And first, let's just find the NAICS code for that. And that doesn't take long. You can always go to NAICS.com or, of course, govpurchase.com. All right, so that's one. So let's take a look at that one. There's also a 3 NAICS code, but let's take a look at the 4 and see what we have there. All right, lots of winners, so let's sort by total. All right, TechFlow, $185 million medical supply contract to the Department of Homeland Security. And TechFlow is located in San Diego, California. So congratulations to TechFlow. Here's a service-disabled veteran-owned small business won a $147 million contract to the Department of Veteran Affairs. And Eleanor Slocum and Sharon Fernandez awarded that contract, just for the record. And that one's won by V3 Gate out of Colorado Springs. One of my favorite companies, by the way, out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Congratulations, V3 Gate. And let's see, what else do we have here? Lots of small business. Here's an 8A contract. Medical supplies, Tantus Technologies for the Department of Health and Human Services. And Tantus is located in Arlington, Virginia. Let's see what else we have here. Here's a small business set aside. We looked at this one from Team Green Zone. Here's another small business set aside from Global Matrix Systems, located in St. Augustine, Florida. So, again, congratulations to all of our winners, all of the companies who are contributing to the cause and who are winning contracts and helping our country in this time of need. And again, if you'd like to see anything featured in this or future episodes, or if you'd like to subscribe to our newsletter, or if you have any success stories, please contact us at info@govpurchase.com.
Thank you for viewing our show today. And thank you to GovPurchase for providing us with the market intelligence that drives our newsletter and this show, Procurement Weekly. And remember to become a sponsor or to subscribe to our daily newsletter or to report any success stories. Please email us at info@govpurchase.com. Thank you.
GovPurchase.com, the nation's premier tool for federal, state, and local contracting, proudly presents the new television show, Procurement Weekly. Procurement Weekly is all about contracts now. What contracts are available? Who do you contact? Who is winning these contracts? We spotlight the agencies and companies that are awarding these contracts, and we tell you who the contact person is who awarded that contract. Procurement Weekly, featuring success stories by telling you who the winners are. In these times, staying up to date is vitally important, and Procurement Weekly will keep you abreast of the latest upcoming contract opportunities. So now, be sure to watch this week's episode of Procurement Weekly with your host, Kim Harwell, this Sunday at 1 p.m. on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel.